Hey guys, my name is Brian Barnett Gotcha here, and as I drink the last my Mountain Dew can, zero sugar. These things are very hard to find unless you're going to Dollar General. Anyway, uh, I'm making this brief update video. Um I don't know when I'm going to post this, but go ahead and do this. Welcome back to well, Minecraft Mobile Edition. I could be doing this off of another game, but yeah, I don't know where I have some more, but I'm going to do something else. Now, I decided to start over. Now, I'm not going to start over the world or anything like that, but yes, I'm also washing clothes, in case you're hearing that. The last bit of my clothes, my blankets, and some other clothes I need to wash anyway. Uh, anyway, you know, I don't I rarely wash clothes anymore because of certain situations I won't get into because of the drama. It's followed by that. But what I want to do ultimately is do this. But I'm going to take a break from this eventually. But I've been working on this casually, and I don't know. I got the idea where I want to be at, but what I thought I would do is because of the way I want to do things is I want to do it in a certain way that if it makes any sense to what's the word I'm looking for? Make a gap opening where I can open up the one side of the room where it needs to be opened up. If I don't, well, because I don't want to move the mansion. The mansion is going to be too horrendously long to do that. This is going to be long as it is, but it won't be that long because there's so much you got to do in the mansion I still have yet to even do, to be honest. And I'm really not looking forward to doing that. That over there can stay, I guess, for now. Trying not to take out any trees, but I still have to because of reasons. You know, there's like a lot of trees I'm going to keep, and a lot of them I'm not. Because frankly, they're in the way. You know, there's ones that are not, so that's good. But let me just make up this, or not make up. Let me just do this update real quick. What I decided to do, I've already talked about this in a video, but I've since just changed my mind, or I haven't really been able to briefly talk about this too much. What I want to do ultimately is, okay, if I don't have anything on Sunday, let me go there first. Just start with Sunday, okay? I will have, or if nothing in the backlog, once something's completed for that day, I will have randomly selected three different things. And I don't want to put anything up that there's going to be an update video. Now, if I do Command and Conquer Red Alert Retaliation, have to be something where it's not an update video because I don't want to make it like a thing where I'm doing 3 videos a day of updates. If that makes any sense. Once is enough. And I'm not worried about whether or not the fan base will be like, "Oh no, you're making 3 update videos. Why would you want to do that?" Oh, I'm not really, but I would like to make update videos. But I want to make it where it's entertaining as well. And I don't want to make everything I make that comes out a update video, but I do want to make certain games that way. Because after all, this is mainly what I planned it out to be. Ultimately, is a gaming channel. Even though I have my very first meme video review where I do it, I have my own intro. I may have to change that eventually in the future. I know I will because I'm not really satisfied for it, but I am for now, just to start it off the ground, and that's going to be every um, Thursday, and the weekly update will be on Tuesday. Uh, now this isn't going to be a prominent thing. It's going to be forever. So the reason I don't keep a good, excellent deal of a schedule, I don't even keep it for recording either. I never know, things could change. You know, I might not have a way to record, or if I do, I don't want to. I don't want to see. I don't want to go through the whole process of ever having to record where I don't have gameplay. I've been wanting to do that all along because that's part of what I am. I mean, a lot of people do the gaming, but they don't do like updates with games, and that's fine. And to me, I don't have a problem with that. And don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying their videos wouldn't be entertaining with or without gaming, but I want to say that I want to make mine as much as entertainment. Like, it's my gimmick, my shtick, and I try not to do anything without motivation. As I usually have to sleep it off until I've got motivation to do anything with. If that makes any sense, because really, that's what I plan to do. So I mean, I was thinking about combining that kind of structure with this here, maybe. But I started it because I was trying to make a dealio, and I had an idea. Because at first it was just a kind of way to get where I can get around that, to get that ore or coal. I mean, and then it became an idea to make a place, and it was only one single door. I should have recorded it while I had one single door, but I'm gonna go up here and go up these stairs, and I'm gonna start here. But yeah, ultimately, I want to talk about scheduling, because see, scheduling is a thing that needs to be addressed. And again, I can't make it a permanent deal, but it's going to be permanent as long as I'm able to do it. And speaking of scheduling, I'm going to have to, I hate to do it, but weekly try to set it up, because the way that things are right now with, you know, what is it? With so many videos, I can only post at once, and I've been deleting playlists. I didn't want to have to do that, but because, well, I want to be able to have a chance to keep making playlists as I go along. I know it's going to be difficult, but you know what? I don't want it to be like, oh, well, you can't really now make any more playlists if something should come along. I really wasn't trying to go for the idea of, to be fair, to see how many I can get away with, but I was trying to put as many as I could think of that I needed to put in. But then I had to start deleting some. Now, back to this. See this right here? That little cubby hole right there? That's actually for the side of the house that needs to be opened up. But what I should do is I should absolutely go this way. And what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to put an iron door there, because I don't want to, that's not what I wanted. Jesus, the door that, I don't understand that. See, if I take out like a, hold on a minute. If I take out a regular door, which I never really noticed this before until I was recording this. Sometimes it doesn't have to be about recording, but anyway, if I take out a regular door, which is one of these, it's just a solid door, doesn't require you to have a lever or a pressure plate to open it. It doesn't, you know, like I have one extra piece you have to pick up or drops one, you know. I mean, I know it'll do it like, let me start over. I know for a fact that it will do it in a sense of, like, if you were doing this in regular mode, basically, if I wasn't in creative mode, I've seen that, and that's fine. But like, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say ultimately is I don't understand that if I do that, why doesn't do it there? I mean, I don't really care because I don't really need it to split off. Well, I'm in creative mode or any other mode, but if it can't be helped, it can't be helped. But still, I have to question it, and I don't like to question things because I don't really care. I mean, like things they really get no answers to. But that right there it should be really questioned because, like, really. So if I have a solid door that I can't open unless I have a lever or a pressure plate, I can get one of those, and yet I don't really need it when I'm in creative mode because I got like infinite amount of those. It always gives me 64 for some reason. Not that I really need beyond one because that's all I need. And it's whatever. I don't have a problem with that so much as it's like, okay, how do you really explain why that happens? I think they used to have it where it was doing it in creative mode, but either way. Um, Ultimately, I intend to get rid of it, but for now, what I want to do as well is I want to make this a level playing field. That probably makes no sense to you at this juncture in time, but what I'm talking about is I want to make this evenly out, which means I'm going to do it in such a way, but I'm going to finish this off screen because I don't have a whole lot of room here. But yeah, back to scheduling. Now, the reason they can change, like I said before, because see, I'm always a busy person. I can't promise to always be active, and that's another reason why I try to set up things as long as I've got it that way. And I try to make up a backlog as much as I can, um, which I have been trying to take time to do so. And it gave me plenty of opportunity time. I just really wasn't planning on doing it so soon, but I am kind of glad in a way when I wasn't able to get back with Tales of Destiny, the very first one for this channel. Now, when this gets posted, you will finally know once and for all what the ultimate final deal is. Now, the schedule may change because it's not permanent. It's just right now for as long as it's going to be, and I have it pretty much set up that way because I'm going to have to do it manually every week, a certain amount of number of videos because of the idea that, well, like I said, it only allows me to do so many at a time to schedule. And the reason I even schedule videos to come out is because I don't always remember, and I don't really have a good time to post. So I just do whatever I can post, and I think it's going to be probably feasible. I don't know what time people get up and what time people will try to watch my videos. And the thing of it is that, well, is it doesn't really matter anyway because by the time that's already been posted, and they get up, yeah, my video's already been posted before you even watch it. It might be an hour, it might be a day. I don't know. Depends on when you get on YouTube. And I'll be honest with you. My videos, I would say that I'm more of a better guide for Aviant. I mean, there's probably going to be things that new things I'll discover that I wouldn't be a good at, like, in terms of, like, say, a person who knows it all too well, anything like that. But I know enough about it that, you know, I've been wanting to do it. I mean, I really wasn't, in the beginning, I wasn't going to be like, okay, this is something I should be recording. Hell, to be fair, that's not even how I planned out any of my games. Even before I started getting into YouTubing and stuff like that. But I had to say I don't regret any of it. However, I have regretted where I've done it without motivation. And I don't like to do anything without motivation. Like, I mean, I could record, but then because I don't want to force myself. Like, yeah, I know I should get this out, but, I don't know, should I really do that? Because I'm not really feeling it, but so I just record it anyway. And I have done that, and it's not a good idea. And see, whereas things that have an extra piece like that, you have to actually do it on the cube itself. Sometimes it can be hard to do. And I don't mind that because it gives me extra torches and I don't have to go and cheat for those. I only cheated for those one time. That's all you really need to do this with anyway. Because if you're like me and you're playing this on mobile and, or you don't really understand how to do it, um, how to make torches, which is not hard to do once you actually know. But if it's just simpler, you just do it the way you're going to do it. Just whatever. Personally, if I get back on computer, once I relearn again how to make torches, that's how I want to do things. There's a lot of things I want to do on computer, and I want to keep like mobile gaming for like if I were to be out on the road for whatever reason, you know what I mean? Because I can do a bunch, I can't do a whole lot, but like you know, plus I can watch TV if I want to, or whatever, to listen to music, and that's what I mainly typically use mobile for anyway. Other than that, I don't mind recording this, but it's a pain. The reason is because I can only do so many videos. Not that I couldn't do. I mean, not that I could do any better on computer in terms of like my scheduling, but I can do it. I can okay. Let's say I have a whole day's worth of videos. Again, I'm trying. I don't want to go because I've already previously said this in the past, but I made a mistake of letting videos go because I was so depressed. And yes, I've dealt with depression in my whole life. But anyway, I was so depressed, I let it go, and then I lost those videos. Yeah, they were gone forever. There was nothing I could do to retrieve them. And I'll never do that again. But here's the thing, if I don't do it in that same day, I try to do it the next day. I mean, I want to make sure I get it done, even if it takes me 2 days to get at least one day done, but I want to make sure that if that's going to happen, I want to make sure I record I'm going to try to do that. I should be doing this more often anyway, where I record and say the date. The time doesn't matter when I recorded it. It's, I mean, because sometimes, I can notice things about like at night or something because you can briefly do that, but otherwise everything seems to be the same. And, it doesn't really matter if I do or not, but in a sense, record and say, well, this is being done at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Not really, but if it was, I mean, I have done stuff like earlier in early hours, but I don't know if I've ever done one exactly at that time. But yeah, pretty much the timing. Oh God, I better let this go. But the timing about this, doesn't really matter. But I will mention like in the mornings because there might be something I might have seen outside for whatever reason. But other than that, no. And you might be shocked. Yeah, right. I really shouldn't use that. That's kind of silly. You might be shocked to know. Why would people be shocked to know that? I mean, it's not that. All that in a bag of chips, to be honest with you. To really be like, oh my God, I'm so shocked about something that I'm just now learning. However, I wouldn't say I was shocked, but I'm just like, I thought the guy was still alive. Leslie Nielsen, I really thought he was still alive. It turns out he passed away in 2010. And I used to rely on Wikipedia. Well, Wikipedia is still good, but it's also bad now because now they're doing charging people. They were doing that. When they started doing that, I thought that was terrible, but I still kind of stuck with them. And I gave them a benefit of the doubt. I thought, nah. And Wikipedia was the thing I was using long before DMB, whatever they call it, was a thing. And then even when it came out, like, nah, I really kind of trust that. And then things kind of happen. I'm like, no. See, the only reason that I use IDMB is for like I'll still use Wikipedia, but I don't know if I'll use it for video games or anything like that. But like some information I might get out of it. But celebrity stuff, no. Because half the time, it's not really confirmed. I mean, you can read it all day on the Twitter and all that, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all. Seriously, it doesn't matter. But as far as like, IDMB, that's the only way to truly confirm, not to confirm or deny, because I don't deny it. It's confirmed that that person is gone. I mean, that's the only way you'll ever know. I mean, and there's people you even learn about that you've never even heard about. Oh, they're gone. Who is this person? And half the time anymore, because of how the way this news has been screwed up, it never told me that Neil Leeson passed away. See, 2010, I would say, would be a time before IMDb, whatever, became a thing, but, whatever. Or even was even thought of. So, that's the thing. I would always do that. Also, I'm going to put in the one of the first videos. I'm not going to put it in every video, because I have to leave room in there for descriptions of what's going on to sum up the video, if I do remember, which I have begun to not do that. But I will take the time one of these days and go back there and look and review the video and see what I can do to sum it up. I've slacked off on that because I'm trying to keep up with the demand of what I need to do, not because of, oh, well, it's popular now because people are watching this or whatever. It's because it's something I actually want to do. I feel like I want to do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to go through all the games, but I may do one day. Right now, no. But it will be, for right now, it's going to be ones I actually want to play and ones that I've already done just to get them out of the way. Because if you don't know this, fun fact for you, I'm not a fan of sports. I don't hate sports, but I'm not a fan of it. Even though that it makes no sense that I don't even know how it began. All I know is my favorite football team is Dallas Cowboys. And the hell of it is I don't even root for them anymore. I mean, not that I've ever stopped, not that I've even, stopped having them as my favorite or anything. But yeah, I even have the Green Bay Packers. I have, even though they say you're supposed to have only one, no, they used to say that. And the San Francisco 49ers because of my brother, even though he changed teams because they lost one game. I'm like, that's kind of silly, dude. It really is. But also because I don't keep up with sports. I barely keep up with it as it is. The only time I ever really kept up with it was the comedy sketches, and when I basically watched it with somebody. And I have watched it, but like not like some people where they do it. And it's fine. I'm not criticizing people, don't get me wrong. I might criticize people for posting out stuff that they shouldn't post out, even though I can't really do anything about it. But okay, stuff that's very, very serious. Do people think it's real funny and they get a lot of popular views because oh, well, it's just a joke. It's okay. It's fine. Even though you got somebody pointing a gun in your face. See, it's not a big deal unless somebody makes a big deal out of it. And I don't just mean me commenting. I mean literally someone says, well, that was terrible because the guy pointed a gun in his face. Because the cops were involved and all that crap. Otherwise, for me, it's just oh, in other words, even though I'm just one bystander just talking about it, doesn't really mean anything. Oh, okay, wow. Because, see, I'm not the be-all. I hate that, too, on the internet. It's one of the things I hate, too. So, fun fact is, the be-all. In other words, someone you should rely on. Their opinion matters above anybody else's. Okay, I don't ever try to do my videos that way. In fact, I don't try, I just do. I don't really care to do it like that. That's kind of stupid. Like, just because, like, you think you're the number one source to go to, you're not. I go to everybody else and not you. I mean, because I don't really care for all this, why this, the top 10 from rank to worst to best, the best to worst. I don't care. Okay? The same thing with Star Trek, All them episodes they talking about and all that, rank worst to best. Hell no, you kidding me? Anyway, I shouldn't be talking so much because, yeah, I'm not really in a good environment. I mean, it's not really, it's a bad environment. Like, oh, I've got like all kinds of stuff crawling on me or anything like that. It's just, it's not a place I can be at all the time. And, you know, but I'm here because of my clothes. Mainly my blankets right now, and then another set of clothes I want to wash and get that out of the way. But yeah, I mean, seriously though, yeah, that's the only thing I criticize about is stuff like that. Otherwise, I don't care what people do. I mean, I don't care if someone's smoking, whatever. It doesn't bother me. Like some people think it just like it bothers them. I don't care what you do. It's your life. I don't judge. I might ask for things, but that's it. Like, well, if you don't blow up my space, I don't care. You know, because that is just rude and wrong. I mean, I would say like, well, I don't blow it in your face of nothing because that don't work. Or if I just blew in other air, even if it smelled or dirty or like like really bad breath or clean air, you don't see me doing that to you. So don't blow your smoke, whether it's from a vape thing or an actual cigarette or a cigar, in my face. That's all I care about. Otherwise, you can do whatever you want, even if it is your own place. I mean, I try not to criticize. I try not to make it seem like I'm making too much of a demand or anything. In fact, it's not a demand. I don't want it to be a demand. I just want it to be like a request. Like I ask you nicely not to blow it in my face. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, I don't care what you do. But yeah, pretty much that's the update about this scheduling. And my Mountain Dew can is empty now. Take this back to the shop so that it doesn't get devaluated. So yeah, I'm gonna do this off stream, but I want to take a break from Minecraft and work on this as I go along. Like, because I seriously don't want to heavily focus on Minecraft. I don't even want to focus that much on Command and Conquer Red Alert Retaliation because it's just something that to me is like a kind of like a side project that I can record occasionally, but I can't record it or feel like doing it all the time. That I'm going to be in the mood for. I mean, I'll be in the mood for it, but just not all the time. If that makes any sense. And the thing of it is, though, as well as like, that's just how I feel about these kind of types of games. Iron Hander, I can record all the time and be happy as a camper. Not that I will, because at some point, I'll have to stop. But there's just like so much I gotta do to it as bonuses and stuff like that. Because I've got like one more video I need to record and pop that out there. But anyway, I will see you all in the next episode. I'll see you then. Until then, later. I can stop this.